Welcome to a new Toostupidgamerz video. My name is Nanners, and what we have today is a TSG unboxing mini, which will of course be a little bit different. We don't have too terribly big of a thing to show off today, but we still wanted to feature in a video. Today we're going to be showing off Ys figures, the figures that you see to my left. Now, I'm not really a big figure guy, but if you know me, you know I'm a big Ys fan. We have actually featured this game series on our channel several times, and I think this is actually the fourth time we've done an unboxing video related to the Ys games. Needless to say, I love Ys. I got my hands on three of these because of Zero, and I really don't know too much about them. It is cool to be holding them finally and to be able to do this video for you guys today. But yeah, I mean, I don't really follow figures closely, or I don't even follow too much of like the memorabilia, like the merchandise for Ys as well, outside of the collector's editions that I've gotten. Now, as I said, I have these figures because Zero got his hands on them while he was away actually on a trip. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool to see because he caught them. He's like, oh, Nanners is a huge fan of Ys, let me hit him up about this. And I actually want to throw it to him real quick, just so he can explain how he came across these figures. All right, Zero's joining me. So, dude, tell me about how you came across these figures.
All right. So this is what happened, all right? So somehow I wake up in Virginia. Don't ask me how. I freaking fell asleep in the Bronx, woke up in Virginia. I don't know what the fuck happened, okay?
It happens.
Yeah. So I woke up, I'm in my cousin's place, and they're like, we kidnapped you. And I'm like, how'd you pull that off? Kidding. I'm joking. So I went to Virginia in July for the 4th of July to visit my cousins with my mother and my brother. Chilling with my cousins down there, having a good time. And my cousin-in-law tells me, Hans, Christian, I have to take you to this huge, ridiculously big antique shop we have at Virginia Beach. And I said, well, how big is it? And he says 32,000 square feet of nothing but antique stuff. And not just antique stuff per se, but just stuff. So immediately, the first thing that comes through my mind is I need to take pictures. I need to record this experience. So we went there a total of like 2 or 3 times. And I think it was on the 3rd trip is when I got most of my photos and where I found your figures.
Right.
So I go over to the video game section. They have a whole bunch of old games, PS1. They have Atari. They have Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, Genesis. Then I go upstairs, and that's where they have a whole bunch of toys, Power Rangers, freaking Voltron, Pokemon toys. I even got myself some Digimon figurines. I'll send you a picture of that too. And I got myself a Deadpool figurine too. It was mind-boggling, really. It was just so much stuff.
It sounds cool. I wish I could be there. And see, because when you told me it was an antique store, I thought that it was like a tiny antique store, and I'm just like, man, how did you find this in like an antique shop? But yeah, it's still pretty crazy because Ys is pretty obscure, or relatively speaking obscure in gaming world. So the fact that you like came across it at an antique store of all places, or an antique, outlet at all places, that's pretty nuts.
No, quite literally, I agree. And like I was saying, again, I'll be sending you pictures for you to use in this video. It is just too big, and the fact that I found it on this one little stand, that was just jam-packed with other boxes and other figures, I thought to myself, holy crap, Nanners is gonna like this. So I grabbed the picture, I sent it to you, and you said, holy shit, get them all. Whatever they have there, you get them all. And I'm like, you sure? I mean, luckily they weren't that expensive, $5 a piece, so it was pretty good.
It was really cool. No, it was really, like, it was a sweet ass find. I didn't even know that they made them, because looking at the boxes, they do look a little bit old. So I wasn't even aware that Ys had merchandise like way back when, like maybe 10 years ago or something like that. So also to explain, I mean, the Ys series has been around since the Famicom, really. So decades. It's decades old, and I mean, these figures look like they could be like early 2000s or something like that. I'm not a figure archaeologist. I'm not a figureologist or something, but you know, they do look a little bit old, and yeah, man, dude, sweet find.
But literally, anybody who lives in Virginia, just so you know, it's called the Virginia Beach Antique Mall at the Grand Junction Center. It's a Junquestion. I don't know how to freaking pronounce this shit. It's a great antique shop.
So I'm gonna just unbox these, but yo, Zero, thank you for enlightening us on how you found these guys.
Batef Gauss.
All right, take it easy. All right, so we covered how we got these. Now let's find out what's inside these little boxes. So right off the bat, let's take a second to appreciate. There's a lot of Japanese text on the side, so obviously these originated outside of Japan. I don't really recognize too much about this. On the front, you just have basically the figures themselves. You have, from what I believe, this is one of 6 figures inside of this box. You can get 1 of 6 of them, and at the front they're just kind of showing you off which ones are available part of this set. And you got on the back, you have an explanation of not only who it is, but where they're from. Adol, Feena, Lilia, Raya, Ola, Isha, and again it tells you which games they were a part of. So that's ranging from like the first Ys, there's the Ys series for Adol, there's Ys 1, 2, and then all the way up to Ys 6. So, I mean, in general, like it's a very informative box. On the side, you have what is probably the intro screen from the 6th game. I've actually never played the 6th game, so I'm not too familiar on that one. But it does look like the characters from those games, and also it fits with like what you would see at the start of a Ys game. There's a passage as well there, so I'm assuming that's, again, something from the game. And on the bottom, it says something about price. Content sealed. It looks like this may have been appraised, possibly. I have no idea. But if you do look at the back of the box, you will see that originally meaning when I got this, the perforation for the cardboard perforation was already punched through, and it was taped over with a piece of clear tape. So these are technically already unboxed, possibly used, definitely opened though. But yeah, so I'm gonna carefully, very, very carefully, now that we've covered what's on the outside, I'm very carefully gonna try to open this without destroying the box. Alright guys, so here is the box. This is gonna be the first one that we opened, and let me just give you a second to really appreciate the art on the side. Boom, we got that. There's a little thing at the bottom that does give you the price. And as I was saying before, let me get that nice and close. The front looks like it's basically been opened before. You could even see a little gap in the little dark spot between the perforations. That was already punched through. Somebody just closed it up with some tape. So it is possible that this was already unboxed previously. This is the first time we've ever done an unboxing that's already been unboxed. I don't know how we qualify that. Maybe we gotta come up with a new series or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna do my best, as I said, not to destroy the box. It's not that it's that important, but you know, we'll try to do a good job here at I don't know. How's our driving? Have we done a good job over the years of unboxing things? This one apparently, yeah. So here we go. Open it up on that side. And once again, I'm a huge fan of these, so this is pretty neat. On the inside, you have what appears to be Raya? No, I'm not sure who. Okay. A little bag. Yeah, so this is definitely open. Nothing else in there, so we could put that box to the side. A clear bag, almost like a mini garbage bag. And then on the side we have the whole thing together. I'm really confused. I'm really confused by all of this, but yeah, so this is the entire figure, and I guess I'm gonna have to put it all together. Oh man. Okay, so this unboxing just got a little bit longer, but let's see if we can do it. There's nothing in the way of instructions. Obviously, it's just pieces you put together, but so let's start up with the base. You get what you basically do before I cut it open completely is that you have like little sections. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 inside this bag, and they all pretty much give you what you need. And as I look at this closer, I can tell that basically it's left to right. Yeah, the steps that you should do. So it's pretty straightforward. Get a nice little stand. Get a little feet. That's where the feet go. And then you get this bird that don't know where that's from, but that's pretty neat, I guess. So I don't see a hole. Oh, there it is. A hole in a 3. That's pretty cool. Okay, so next part. We're gonna go. I'm gonna try my best. We've never done an unboxing of this in this setup, so I'm gonna try my best not to hurt myself. Bam. All right, cool. So we got the first one. And also, wait, who is this? This is Lilia from Yeast 2 and Yeast 4. Yeast 2 and Yeast 4. So that would technically mean she's in Memories of Celceta. Well, anyway, yeah, it's basically this one. For some reason, her dress is green, so that's odd. Okay, wait, where's the bird? Oh, oh, that's so cool. Look, she holds. Where is it? She holds the bird. She holds the bird on her hand. So that's actually really neat. Well, yeah, I don't know why the dress is green. This is weird. This is, guys. Once again, I'm not a figure guy. This is all new to me. Standing like this, it's supposed to be swaying to the right. Okay, cool. Bam. All right, we got pants on. So very, very simple. I've built Gunpla before. This is so easy by comparison. There's really not much to this. I wouldn't be surprised if we can actually finish this in like 5 or 10 minutes or so. We're gonna speed run this figure assembly. Okay, cool. So there seems to be a little bit of wiggle room, of wiggling or like opposability, kind of, but for the most part, nothing too crazy. Again, not like with Gunpla. The details look alright though. I mean, there's nothing crazy yet. Just, again, for some reason, this was supposed to be white, but it came out green. All right, now we got the headpiece. And with the headpiece, you can see there, it's like, okay. It's not amazing. I'm sure that there are plenty of figure people that are like, you know, it doesn't look that good. Eyes look a little bit bizarre, but fine. The hair is whatever. It's not too terribly detailed of a figure, that's for sure. And what is interesting is at the bottom you have, it's almost, can you get them focused? There we go. It's almost like a rhombus, or it kind of just looks like a van. But yeah, that is supposed to fit in right in there, so that literally couldn't be any simpler. Okay, now she has a head. There you go. Figure is actually bigger than I thought it'd be, because looking at the size of this box, I thought to myself like, oh man. Yeah, I guess it could fit in there. I thought they were going to be like half the size of the box, realistically. That's what I was expecting. All right, so we just got the hands and the hawk, I guess. Hawk? Falcon? I guess it could be a falcon. It's Falcom. A falcon. That is not a watch. That is a little slot where you put the bird on. So that means that it's going to be on this hand. Oh, and the arm has a similar type of thing where the peg is shaped, so it won't twist around or anything like that, which is good for stability, so it doesn't fall out or something like that. But then that means it's not really going to be posable or anything like that. Well, let's save the fun part for the last. This is with the other arm first. The thing is, though, I will say this right now, is that I legitimately hope that we have I want to get Adel. I think Adel's gonna be the coolest one out of these, or whatnot. Yeah, Adel would be the coolest because he's got a sword and an armor and stuff. And I think Ola could be cool too because she's got a bow. This one's all right, but anything is gonna be better than getting a duplicate. So hopefully no more Lilia. Nonetheless, man, this is definitely making me want to pick up the games though. The older ones specifically, because I only played like the ones that were remade. Man, that fits really nice. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. It's just like you're playing the game. Boom, she's holding the bird on her arm and kind of petting it and stuff. Yeah, this is pretty neat. This was not too bad. And again, it ended up being a bigger figure than I thought. If the next one is the same thing, I'm gonna assemble it off cam. Yeah, we don't need to watch me do it again twice. Or maybe you would. I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna do it though. I definitely don't want to focus if it's the same thing. I would rather put together a one we haven't gotten before. And I'm gonna be pretty sad if it's another Lilia. That would suck. But I'll be even sadder if it's if we don't have at all. At all would be cool. Okay, cool. That one came out pretty easy. I can see right off the bat it's not a doll, but it's not the same figure. So I guess good news on that. So let's pull out our little baggie here. Because once again, there's like a... It's weird. They stuffed like a garbage bag inside. Almost. This is ripped. Is it? Yeah, this is ripped. So all of this presumably was in this tiny black bag, but whatever. Nothing else in there. Okay, so this is the next figure. This is the next one. And yeah, basically, we have some kind of transparent stand on this one. All right, so we're gonna once again go from left to right, which is the stand, the legs, the body, head, and then the arms at the end. They laid it out real easy for us. Okay, cool. I'll just... It's good, I'm not gonna have to do that again. Possibly. We got the stand. They gave us these little... Sometimes figures will have these. It's kind of... You probably won't be able to see this. Oh, actually focused pretty easy. But yeah, these little transparent rods. I'm assuming one goes into the other, but the point being to hold something up alongside them. Actually, yeah, you can even see on the stand, right where my middle finger is, more or less, my ring finger there. Focus. There you go. Yeah, that's where you put that inside of. Plop that in. Okay. Not really much in the way of feet either. Wait, who's this again? Oh, this is Raya. Or is it Feena? I would assume it's Raya because of the dress. This one actually got the color right. This one got the color right. It's not a different color for some reason. So I'm gonna... Let me push that to the side. We're gonna put this over here. Just 2 slots for the feet. Alright. So we have this. I'm really curious what those transparent rods are for. So we're gonna get the next one, the next piece, which is the torso. And it's in 2 pieces. It's probably for this... Yeah, it's probably for this dress thing that she's got going on. She's got a lot of sway with this dress. Once again, we got those pegs, which makes it for a secure fit, albeit then you're not really going to be able to do any posing with these figures. It's just going to be outtakes of me swearing. Come on, get the fuck in there. This would go in here, I guess. I'm honestly confused. It shows you how little experience I have with figures, because I don't really know what else I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. With this rod, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. It almost looks like it fits into this hole in the back. Fits, but it's just too high for that. And it also doesn't really fit in that either. So I don't know what that's supposed to be.Maybe what they're doing is they're giving you an alternate so that this kind of, the way this thing is like scarfing around the back, you could put it over here. I have no idea. It's the $1 million question. So unfortunately, I have no idea. There's like a really... This one's very hard to put together, the torso and the legs. It doesn't fit very well. There's like a space that shouldn't be like that. But I don't want to squeeze it too much because I feel like I'm going to break it. So I'm just going to leave this one. And finally, let's get... Or not finally. We're almost there. We got 2 more pieces. Now we're going to get this... So this is one of the goddesses from the games, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Her hair actually kind of like reacts to where you position it. You get a little bit of variance on the face. But yeah, this is one of the goddesses from the games. If I literally can fact check this thanks to the box. But this is Raya from Ys 1, 2, and 4. And if anyone played the games, you'll notice that Raya and Feena kind of look like twins. So there's this one right here, one of the goddesses. One of them is holding a harmonica, I think. Something like that. And I think they've also numbered... Oh, they did. It's gonna go in there. I gotta say, compared to the last one, this one was much harder to put together and feels really finicky, and I don't feel very comfortable with it. Yeah, she's holding some kind of... It looks like a harmonica. I could be I could be wrong. It looks like a harmonica, but it looks like a harmonica there, but I don't know. It's nice. It's not too bad. It's just the whole thing is very you can't really see it the way I do that, but it's really unstable. All right, so we got 2 down. This is right. We got Lilia and we got Raya. All right, so with the first one, we got Lilia, who even though on the box she has a white dress, she actually came out with a green dress for some reason. But yeah, we had that one. Then we got Raya, who is directly to the right, to her left on this picture. Now let's move on to the last one. And these 2 were cool, sure, but I gotta say right off the bat, I am praying that we get Adol. If we went through all of this and we didn't get Adol, oh man, I'm gonna be really disappointed. I might have to go out and buy it. I don't know. I wonder how hard it is to find something like this though. I don't know that much about the Ys franchise for the most part. I mean, I know about the games. I played many of them. There's a lot of cool online resources that you could go to for that, like digital MLS, but I don't really know how rare, like, I'm not aware of how rare some of the merch is, so I could totally be opening up and packing together something that, you know, pretty hard to come by, or not really. Yeah, it is a pretty obscure JRPG for the most part. We got another Raya. Oh man, we got another Raya. That's guys, you hate to see it. You hate to see it happen. So overall, I just want to say that the build quality, if you could call it that, is not the best. There isn't too much detail in these. I think they were kept pretty simple so they could save the details for the face and certain things like the bird. That being said, it is really cool that these exist in the first place, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. It was definitely really cool to get to check these out. I also want to throw in here real quick, I'm going to be doing a Ys marathon over on my Twitch page, twitch.tv/mashthestampede. I don't have a set date on when that's going to start. Sometime late November, hopefully, but we're going to play all the games that I really want to play right now up until the Western release of Ys 9, and we'll play that one too. And that is it, guys. Unfortunately, we got a duplicate and no Adol, but I think that is kind of how these figure collections work, is they want you to keep buying them until you get the entire set of them, sort of like you would just keep buying Pokemon cards or something like, or anything like that similar. It's kind of a shame. I was looking forward to getting Adol, but I didn't. But yes, shoutouts to Zero for hooking me up with these figures. Shoutouts to Ys. It's such a cool series. If you did want to find out more about the franchise and like how to play some of the games and all sorts of cool information about them, I am going to throw a link into the description for a website called Digital MLS. They do tons of good work at compiling information about the series and helping newcomers find out which game you should play with first, which ones are going to be the best for you. You can find all of that on digitalmls.com. And also, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I believe we will have more unboxing minis in the future, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, and see you on the next Toostupidgamerz video.